Hey guys, Creator Mom. So now I feel inspired to make a video about what it is like to eat at a shelter, a domestic violence shelter. Um, okay, so in my situation at the shelter I stayed at, actually was like pretty decent. They got a lot of Costco donations, which was pretty cool. Um, they would donate like fresh foods. They would also donate like frozen foods, like those Mary Colander, like stuff like that, like a big pot pie or something like that. Um, Costco would also donate their leftover pizza, which would come in like this big plastic bag. Kind of gross actually, but like maybe like they're just day old pizza, like something they put out fresh, whatever they didn't sell, they would freeze right away and then like donate it. So it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Excuse me. Um so they never had like fresh breakfast made. What they would do for breakfast is set out like cookies and pastries and stuff, which also came from Costco donations for the most part, like the gigantic Costco cookies. Yeah, and just random pastries. Sometimes they had oatmeal set out, just like the instant packets of oatmeal. They usually always had those kind of available. They always had like Nature Valley granola bars available for the most part. What else? They had some fruits and stuff like that, juices. They got a lot of juice donations too, like bottled stuff. Like sometimes whatever they had, like they would set out. Um, Muffins maybe too, like big muffins from Costco probably. So yeah, pretty much just like junk food. Um, and then probably because they just hired the cook for like lunch and dinner, because they did serve lunch and dinner every day. If the cook wasn't there, staff would have to do it, and usually they would just do like something really easy, just something that's like a frozen dinner, pop it in and serve that. But yeah, I'm trying to think now. I forget like what are some examples of like the lunches. Sometimes it would be sandwiches, for lunch. It was a decent variety of foods. Nothing is sticking out to me in particular, but I guess just to mention that lunch and dinner was provided, and breakfast is more just like a snack bar, and you could have oatmeal. Um, and just in terms of food, so they had like a kitchen area, and their kitchen was pretty good. It was like it looked pretty industrial. Like they had kind of like a big industrial stove and stuff like that, an oven, which was good. Um, uh, they had a big like refrigerated like closet. Um, they had a area in the kitchen where there were bins, and all of us would get our own bin with our name on it, just for any dried goods that we wanted to put in there or whatever, like canned stuff, whatever. They did have a microwave, a toaster oven, a coffee pot available for clients to use, um, which I often did, like use the toaster oven and microwave stuff. I learned that you can make scrambled eggs in the microwave. Be careful though. Eggs are, it's scary because if you leave it too long, it'll explode. But yeah, and so there was a refrigerator for clients as well. Um, but like you had to be mindful of how much like food you put in there, like you know what I'm saying, because everyone had to share. Um, when I was there, the lady who was the cook, she had eventually left, and then they hired, for a while it was just staff making stuff, and then they finally hired another cook, but right before like I was gonna leave, and she actually like was a real like chef or whatever, which was kind of cool. So I bet her cooking probably ended up to be pretty good. Um, so yeah, that's what the eating situation was like. Sometimes if you didn't make it for lunch or dinner, they might leave leftovers in this fridge. They did try to provide milk in this little fridge, and sometimes they would stir up this like Kool-Aid type stuff, juice, and leave it on the counter, which was pretty gross to me, but I never drank that stuff. Um, but yeah, they did try to keep milk in the fridge, because like babies and stuff like that who drink milk. What else? Oh, another thing they always had on hand was ramen noodles. They always had those. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So, I mean, eating was good. It's kind of just like, oh wow, like cool, there's food here. And it's it's a blessing. All right, everyone, take care.